Good afternoon. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood, and this is the Heaven Hollywood podcast. Today we're going to discuss when are we going to be done with Amanda Seales. You know, a lot of people, get a lot of passes in life. When you think of passes, you think of the great passes Tom Brady has made, or the great catches, the great passes that Jerry Rice have caught. But nobody seems to get more passes in society, in black culture, than Amanda Diva, a.k.a. Amanda Seales. Her latest amazing, intelligent comment has to do with the criticizing of Will Smith playing Richard Williams and why Richard Williams even has a movie. This just continues on the demonizing of straight black men that Amanda Diva, aka Amanda Seales, continues to bring forth on a platform. Shall we go back? Remember Myron Rolle, black man. He's now I believe he's a former athlete, and now he is a surgeon, a neurosurgeon. Remember a woman accused him of sexual harassment, but they were allegations that never were proven to be true? And Amanda Seales went up on a public platform and accused him, and then talked about her interaction with him. And just to make her point seem more valid, she changed her story 2 or 3 different times, and people called her out about that. The man said that this is nothing but bullying. There was no proof. She didn't walk it back at all. Not at all. Remember the whole Rodney Reed situation? Where Rodney Reed was, getting off for his crimes, and she called him a rapist and a murderer. And how everyone was supporting Rodney Reed, and she went on the limb and said, I'm sorry, I'm not going to support him. I'm not so sure he's innocent. And never walked back any of her comments. Whenever it comes to black men, Amanda Seales always seems to have a lot to say. Straight black men. Richard Williams doesn't deserve a movie. He only produced not only probably the 2 greatest sibling athletes ever in sports. We already know in tennis, they were already the 2 greatest tennis siblings. But probably in sports, 2 black women from Compton. He doesn't deserve a story coming from poverty, putting his 2 black children into a majority white sport, fighting against racism, fighting against poverty, fighting against stereotypes. Richard Williams created Serena and Venus. So he should get a story based on that. A positive black father who was in their lives as children, taught them the game of tennis, using baseball bats, using paddleball rackets, badminton rackets, and anything he could afford to teach them the game of tennis. Because they were telling him he couldn't afford tennis lessons. Oh, you can't afford to put your daughters in tennis. It's expensive. Majority white people did not want Serena and Venus playing on their circuit. And he fought through all of that. And his two daughters are probably, well, not probably, Serena is the greatest woman tennis player ever. And Venus is probably top 10. And you're going to tell me he doesn't deserve a story? Why? Because him and his wife got divorced once Venus and Serena were already grown and rich and established? Him and his wife, after years of marriage, divorced? So he doesn't deserve a story because of that? Too many times Amanda Seales has said or done something that no one else would get a pass from. And every single time it comes up, she plays victim and blames something else. It's the system against black women. It's sexism. It's always something except her. But the common denominator is Amanda Seales. The Emmy party fiasco, when she couldn't get into the Black-ish. Oh, a white woman threw me out. She wanted to keep bringing and emphasizing the point that a white woman threw her out. But it was a black woman's party, and they didn't want you in. She goes on this big rant about how she was going to force herself into this party. Why weren't you invited to the party, Amanda? Then she goes on to The Real, which I believe she was planted on there just to bring controversy. In every single race-baiting topic that they had, she was at the head of, and no wonder she only stayed a year. She was out of there playing victim. Oh, they didn't like me because I was too strong for them. Why is it always someone doesn't like you? You got to start thinking about it. Why is it always in the midst of some sort of controversy, something you need to take back and you never do because you're too embarrassed because you've already put your head on the slab? How many situations that she has needed to apologize for, and because she's Amanda Seales, she's not going to apologize. She means what she says. She doesn't apologize, and she does not get dragged and held accountable enough. Look at all these people that are making a mistake for the first time for something they said. The baby. We'll take the baby. Something that he said came out wrong. It came out wrong. But yet and still, everybody wanted to cancel him. I am sure Amanda Diva was probably against the baby as well. I'd be willing to bet she was. She seems to be against strong black straight men. She seems to be against positive black men. And I don't know Amanda Seal's full story, but I'm sure somewhere in there she'll say she was mistreated by a black man. She was either sexually abused, mentally abused, emotionally abused. Somewhere in her story, I'm sure along the line she's going to say a black man abused her at some point, in some way. Because every single time there's something about a black man in the news, she's always quick to step out and say something to demonize them. And I ask, as a black man, when are we going to be done with Amanda Diva? When? Leave your comments in the comment section. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the Heaven Hollywood podcast.